Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily if it is your first time here, and today's video is going to be the very first installment of my 2022 project pan. So I know we're already like a month and a half into 2022, and quite honestly I was planning on doing this a little bit earlier, but that's okay. I was gonna do it like January through December, but I guess maybe now I'll just like try to keep it going. Yeah, okay, cool. So I haven't actually pulled any of the products yet for this project pan. I thought it would be fun to like kind of sit down and do that on camera. There definitely are a few things that I have in mind, and I lied, I pulled a singular thing only because it's like in the floor. No, it's behind me, and like it would just be awkward to like try to show that up on camera, so I just went ahead and pulled that first. So I'm gonna start and just like kind of go through the categories in the order that I do my makeup, and then I will do a look using everything in the project pan, you know? So for my eyeshadow primer, I'm just going to be, I only have one eyeshadow primer, and that is the Alomar Cosmetics Pero Primero eyeshadow primer. So this is going to be my primer. I wasn't going to do an eyeshadow palette, but then last minute I decided I was, because I remembered how I had kind of been wanting to pan. I kind of want to work on my Kathleen Lights and ColourPop Dream Street palette. This is one of the oldest palettes in my collection, and I have really good dips going in most of the shades, but I thought it would be fun to try to get pan in every single one of these shadows, which is a lot. So I'm going to focus on one shadow at a time, and I'm just going to start in the corner and go across. So like for my first one that I'm going to be trying to pan is this one right here, which is called Shooting Star. But then when I hit pan on that, I'm just going to move on and like keep going, you know? So for my face primer, this is the one that I pulled ahead of time. So I'm going to be doing my Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. This is just like a mini size of it, but I've had this for a very long time now. I want to say close to 2 years, if not longer. And it's definitely old. It doesn't irritate my skin or anything. If for some reason it does start to do this, I will just like kick it to the curb and bring something else in. But for right now, this is what it's going to be. And now we're going to move on to everything I have not chosen yet. I'm going to do foundation next. Let me just pull my whole like complexion drawer out here. Looking at my foundations, I think I want to go with this one. This is my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint. I love this. It looks amazing on my skin. I have mine in the shade Nude 40, and it is a perfect match for me. Again, I'm pretty sure I got these around the same time, and so this is old, and I would just love to see this like kind of out of my collection so that I can either replace it with like a newer one or let myself get a new foundation. This was another category I wasn't going to like fully pull something in for, but I think I am going to. This is my under eye like corrector type stitch, you know, and I am going to pull in my Becca under eye corrector. I don't know when I got this. I already have pan on it, so I guess my goal will be to use this up. Yeah, so I think that's a good way to do this. So my goal for stuff that like is in like a tube and is hard to like measure, like, oh, I have hit pan now, is going to be to use it up. So like for stuff like this, gonna try to use it up. For stuff like eyeshadows, bronzer, whatever it may be, I'm gonna try to hit pan on it. I think that's a good way to do it. So I am going to try to use this up. I definitely think I can do it within this year. I do have a backup one of these sitting over here. I fell into the whole buy a backup of your favorite product if it gets discontinued thing, you know, whatever. But then I do also have another under eye corrector that I'll kind of be using, but I am going to try to focus on this one. For my concealer, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to be doing my e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer, only because I actually have two of these and they're both pretty close to being empty. So I want to try to use like both of these up. I'm only going to like pull one at a time so I can like focus on using this one up, and then when this one is gone, I will pull in the other one. They don't make this concealer anymore, so I am okay with using it up and not ever having it again. Hopefully I will be by the time I get to the end of using them. For my loose powder, I don't want to do this, but I think I'm going to have to. Ooh, but am I just hate panning? I don't want to just hate pan something. Wait, I don't hate using the okay. So I think I'm gonna pull in my Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. This is another one. I've had this since I was in high school. I am 20 years old. I probably got this 4 years ago. It is old. I should not put this on my face, but I'm going to. Every once in a while it irritates my eyes. That's why I'm saying, like, bringing up the whole hate panning thing, because I don't want to use it up and like pan it just because I am scared of it. Does that make sense? I would like to see it gone, honestly. I don't love this product. It's not like my favorite loose powder in the world. I don't hate it by any means. Like, if I hated it, it wouldn't be in my collection. But I think I'm gonna try to do that one. For my like all over face setting powder, I'm going to pull in my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This I have hit pan in, so my goal is going to be to use this up. That's also going to be my goal with the Coty Airspun, to use that up. It is a huge thing of powder, so I really don't know how long that's going to take, but hopefully I'm going to be able to like get myself to keep it in the project until it's gone. And that is it for my complexion stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just draw it back. So I typically then would like go in and set my face with like a setting spray. I'm not going to pull, actually I am, because I'm not, this is probably my least favorite setting spray out of all the ones that I have right now. I'm going to pull in my MAC Fix Plus in Gold Light. The only reason I don't like this is because every once in a while I can see glitters on my face when I use this. It's like the glowy one. I don't hate it. A little soupy. I don't hate it by any means. Again, don't hate it, but out of all the ones that I have, it's my least favorite. So I'll go in with that. For my eyebrows, again, obvious choice, Patrick Ta Tinted Brow Wax. This is like essentially gone. I could throw this away and not hate myself for it. Also, ignore the one nail that I have that's like not painted. So I think I will bring this in to try to use this up. Okay, now we're going to move on to eyeliner. Typically in my everyday like makeup routine, I have a black eyeliner of some sort, whether it is a pencil or like a liquid pen black eyeliner, and then like a colored eyeliner. So I'm going to pull a black eyeliner first. Let me pull out all my options here just to see what I have for like black eyeliners, because I keep them all in the same cup and like it can get confusing. I'm going to do my KVD Vegan, my KVD Vegan Beauty Cake Pencil in the shade Trooper Black. This is probably the oldest black eyeliner that I have, and that seems like a good decision. I also think, I just made this up as I'm sitting here, you know, I'm gonna like, if I can't pick something for category, I'm just gonna pull whatever the oldest thing is that I have. So for my colored liners, let's do the Sugar Cosmetics Stroke of Genius Heavy Duty Kohl in the shade Purple Rain. Only because I don't love the formula. I love the color, but I don't love the formula on that one, and I would love to be able to clear that out, you know? Okay, so for my mascaras, I only have 2 mascaras, and I like use them like each one every other day, and I'm pretty good at like keeping track of that. So I'm definitely not gonna pull anything in for mascara. Next would be bronzer. All right, let's pull the bronzer drawer out here, and let's start taking a gander. This is a good option. Okay, so this is another one that my goal is going to be to use it up. This is the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer in the shade Sweet Tea. So this is, first of all, has been chewed up by my dog. The whole pan comes out. This is like so old, it's insane. I bought this when I was a sophomore in high school, and I have hit pan in it. It is like the same color as the bronzer, but that is pan right here, like pan. So my goal is going to be to use this up. But this is also one of my favorite bronzers, so I'm okay with using that one up. While I'm in this drawer, I'm gonna pull a highlighter because that is like what I would go towards next naturally. And my thing about highlighter, I think this is going to probably be the hardest thing to pan, only because when I use highlighter, I don't use a lot of it. So I feel like it's going to take a long time to use up or hit pan on whatever highlighter I pull. And I think I'm gonna pull in my ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in the shade On the Cusp. This was in the like Zodiac collab that Kathleen Lights did with ColourPop. I have hit pan on it, but I think my goal is going to be to use this up. Out of all the highlighters, I think this is one that I would like apply more of to my face, so maybe it won't be as hard to use it up. Fingers crossed. And then blush. So I have a lot of blushes. This is probably one of the biggest categories in my collection. This is like the e.l.f. It's like an e.l.f. blush and bronzer duo in the shade St. Lucia, and I'm going to be focusing on the blush in this one. This bronzer I don't actually use anymore, except it kind of is a nice bronzer, so like maybe I should use that. But this blush for sure, I'm gonna focus on panning this blush. It is like, doesn't really provide much color on the cheeks, but then it's almost like, is it even worth it to even have this in this project? Because I really don't like this. Maybe I should just declutter this. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna move on from this. I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter that duo and then pick a different blush. So I guess it will be my Burt's Bees Toasted Cinnamon Blush. I've had this for a couple of years now. The pan also comes out. This is probably gonna be super hard to pan because you need like the lightest little tap of this blush to get like a lot of color. So that is it for my cheek products. All right, and then last but not least is going to be the lips. So let's start with lip liner. And the lip liner that I'm definitely gonna pull in is my NYX lip liner in the shade Natural. This is the oldest lip liner that I have. One of the oldest. There might be a couple that are a little bit older, but one of the oldest that I have, and it's my favorite, and I would like to use it up. And now I'm rethinking. I actually am going to switch it to the NYX lip liner in the shade, if I can find it here. Oh, maybe it fell. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to do the NYX lip liner in the shade Cabaret, actually. This is the oldest one that I have, and I would like to see that one gone. And honestly, I feel like maybe I'm just not ready to like part with Natural yet. All right, and then lipstick and lip gloss, I'm probably not gonna be able to like show you all that well. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to see that well because they are all over the place. So I for sure am going to pull in this Essence Long Lasting lipstick in the shade 7. It's just pretty old. It's a really pretty color, but it's just old, and I think it would be good to use up, you know? And then I'm going to start working through my NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. These are also super, super old, and I definitely think they don't really have a space in my collection anymore, not like physically, but like emotionally, you know? And then for my lip gloss, I just remembered something I got when I was in like 8th grade that I still have. That's a lip gloss that it's going to be the one. This is the Maybelline Caramel Infused Color Elixir in the shade 5. It smells bad. The color has changed. I should put this nowhere near my person, but I'm going to, and this is going to be the one that I work on. We're gonna jump right into putting this all on my face, and I don't think I'm going to like talk through this. I'm just gonna sit here and like do my makeup because I've already talked for 18 minutes in this video. Sounds good, but I'll show you what I'm using. And I just now, last minute decision, decided to pull in my Huda Beauty Silk Balm. I tried to pan this last year and failed. But it's super close to being gone, so I'll be able to do that easily. And my lips are super dry. So without further ado, makeup. All right, and this is the finished look. So I really like the way that this look came out, and I'm really glad that all the products work really well together. So I definitely will be doing this look often. And I will also be incorporating these products sporadically into looks here and there, so you'll probably be seeing them kicking around. If you did enjoy this video, I hope you will give it a thumbs up, and I hope you will consider subscribing before you go, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye.